Miss Harney, if we could please pull up Government Exhibit 306B as in boy, and I'd like you to please, when everyone's ready, start it at 1 minute and 21 seconds into the call. And if the jury and the court and Mr. Cruz can please pull up Government Exhibit 306T, starting with page 4, line 14. If I could just have 1 minute, Miss Harney, that's 306T, page 4, line 14. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I meant to make the record that this was a call from August 6, 2016. Miss Harney, if you could now pull up what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 304A and the corresponding transcript, which is 304T, which is a call from July 21st, 2016. Miss Harney, if you could please start at 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the call, and Mr. Cruz and the court, if you could please turn, again, 304T to page 4, line 6 to the end of the call. Page 4, line 6? Yes, Judge. Is everybody there? Yes, go ahead. Mr. Cruz, on line 6 where Mr. Max says, I don't vouch for no ends really, and then goes on line 12 to say, besides like gato, what did you understand that to mean? Angel Garcia. What did you understand Mr. Mac to mean when he said, I don't vouch for anyone besides gato? Like he doesn't put his word, like he won't tell people to be cool with somebody or do business with somebody besides gato. When you say on lines 22 to 23, he asked me for 25, he asked me for 20 bands to pay his lawyer, can you please tell us what that means? That means me and Angel Garcia spoke about the $20,000 that he wanted to make off the 1 kilogram to pay his lawyer. Miss Harney, can we please pull up Government Exhibit 307A, and I'll ask if the court can please pull up the transcript 307T. This will be page 2, and this is a call from August 16th, 2016. Mr. Cruz, I want to just start by directing your attention to line 3 when you say we have like 3 straps on us. What are straps? Guns. Okay, and then moving down to line 9 when Mr. Max says, what's up with this N hot city? Do you understand what hot city is in reference to? Hot city is Gato's Instagram name. Okay, and when you said he's telling me that I owe him 20 rats, I'm like, yo son, I owe you 6,500. I don't owe you no 20 rags, only 6,500. What is that in reference to? Meaning that technically I only owe Gato $6,500 that he gave me to purchase the 1 kilogram. I was doing him a favor by selling the kilogram for him by giving him 20,000, but technically I owed him 6,500. Mr. Cruz, you indicated that you ultimately never paid Gato his money and that he began putting complaints out with people, including Malmurda. Is that correct? Yes. Did there come a time when you learned in 2000, withdrawn? Did there come a time subsequent to 2016 where you were arrested as part of a New York State investigation into you and other people? Yes. And during that investigation, did you learn, among other things, that your phone was wiretapped by the state government? Objection, leading judge. Overruled. No. Sustained. Go ahead. Mr. Cruz, what evidence, if any, did you learn about that the New York State government had obtained against you? That I had wiretaps. Objection. Overruled. Sorry, can you recorded phone calls, wiretaps? By the way, did you learn whether any physical evidence was seized? Yes, it was kilos, like I can't really remember, but about 3 to 4 kilograms of fentanyl. I believe 3 guns, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, we'll come back to the seizure in a little bit, but regarding the calls, did you come into possession of the recordings of your wiretapped calls on your phone? Objection. Basis. Basis. Hearsay, Judge. I can do it another way, Your Honor. You can do it another way. Did you review a recorded phone call placed between you and another individual where you discussed Gato? Yes. Who was that call with? Someone named True. That same True that you were talking about earlier? Yes. Do you know what his real name is? Yes, Miles Knight. And did you listen to that whole call? Yes. And does that fairly and accurately depict what the two of you discussed during the actual phone call? Yes. Your Honor, I'm offering Government Exhibit 302 for identification and the corresponding transcript 302T. This is also being offered pursuant to the stipulation that is Government Exhibit 1003 relating to wires. No objection, Judge. Sorry, Miss Harney reminds me that it is 302A and 302B. Still no objection? No objection. All right, they're received. Miss Harney, if we could pull up 302A and for the court, this is 302T, the corresponding transcript. Miss Harney, I'm just going to ask if we could actually play it in mono so that both sides of the call come out, and we'll try that one more time, please. Just for the record, Your Honor, this is a call played, by the way, on November 3, 2016. Mr. Cruz, in line 4, when you say there might be a Billy War, what does the phrase Billy mean to you? Billy is another word that the 9 Trey members call each other. What does a Billy War mean? Like Billy's beefing with Billy's, other 9 Trey members beefing with other 9 Trey members. When you say there might be a Billy War again, what is the word again in reference to? To the time when Mel Murda and Aljamira Mack had problems with each other. And on lines 8, when you said in lines 7 to 8, this Melly wild out on ends today, you heard? What is that in reference to? First of all, who's Melly? Melly is Mel Murda. And what did you mean by when you said he wild out on people today? Mel Murda told me that he got into an argument with another person named Shuda. Who is Shuda? Shuda is another person in 9 Trey. Did Mel Murda tell you what the argument was about? Over the money with Gato. Meaning what? That Shuda wanted me to pay Gato the money, and then I guess something. I don't really know what they spoke about. This is what I was told by Mel Murda. And when you go on in lines 11 and 12 to say, because Gato was talking wild shit, you heard, what does that mean when you say Gato was talking wild shit? Gato was like sending messages to people talking about me. Can you please turn to page 3, which is the transcript for 302B, which is just another snippet from the same call. Miss Harney, if we can play this one through, please. Actually, Miss Harney, just play the first 18 seconds. We'll do it this way. Mr. Cruz, when you're using the phrase he, who is he in this conversation? Angel Garcia, Gato. When you say in lines 4 through 6, he was telling Enz that he's supposed to have half the bread I have, what do you mean by that? Somebody on Snapchat hit me up, messaged me on Snapchat talking about I owe Gato half the money I have because he helped me start my MDMA business. And when BI or Mr. Knight responds and says you were supposed to hit him off because he left you with the shit, supposedly, first of all, what does hit him off mean? Means pay him. And when he says left you with the shit, what do you understand that to mean? Like he left me with some stuff. Meaning what? Meaning drugs. Is that in reference to the kilo you had bought on his behalf? Yes. Miss Harney, if we could just pick up from line 16 and just one moment. If you could play to 37 seconds in, which would take us, actually, if you can play to 37 seconds in. We can continue to play, Miss Harney. Mr. Cruz, before we go back to specific lines, can you just tell us the general gist of what you and Mr. Knight or BI are talking about during this portion of the call? We were talking about the conversation. Objection, Judge. That Mel Murda told me. Objection, Judge. I think I'm going to break for today, Mr. Rebold. Okay. We can take this up offline after the jury has left. Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break.